Oh my gosh, the screen is actually really good. Feels really good. Woo-wee! This is the M5 iPad Pro nano textured screen in 1 terabyte. Yeah, babe, 1 terabyte. This feels really light. This feels really good. This screen is 10 out of 10. The silver is nice, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, fingerprints. Okay, fingerprints on here already, but it's fine because we got a cloth in the box. Usually we don't really get stuff like that in the box, so you're welcome. I have here the M4 iPad Pro, but as you can see, I'm using this as my monitor. So we're gonna take it off. Ooh, I forget how light this thing is, you know, genuinely. But yeah, this is the Magic Keyboard, but I'll get onto that. This is what things are looking like side by side. This is the M5 11-inch. This is the M4 13-inch. This is like a cheeky size comparison. Try to ignore what's going on here on the screen. This is the silver and this is the space black version. Don't watch the fingerprints. As you can see, this baby is used. We've used her real good. Now that which one would I pick? I really like the space black, but I really like the silver. The silver is like really like key. I definitely, if I did get an 11-inch iPad, I would definitely get the silver, but I'm really happy with my 13-inch space black. Ooh-wee. As you can see, nothing has really changed at the back here. We still have our Apple logo. We don't have iPad Pro anymore. You still have your magnetic connection. Mine is clearly worn because I've been rinsing mine, and this is what it looks like fresh. The antennas, everything else kind of looks the same at the back. I don't have my glasses on, so it looks like the 13-inch is thinner, but I think that was the case last year as well. It's still very powerful. It's still very cute. I think you can still use the Magic Keyboard from last year on these new iPads. If you had to buy another Magic Keyboard to use with this, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, as you can see, my Magic Keyboard has been worn, used, and it hasn't been abused. It's still quite cute, don't you think? Like, it's still quite all right, yeah? But and then we have our Apple Pencil Pro, which I showed you earlier, can be used on both iPads. Listen to this. Such a good sound. So if you draw on here, there's gonna be more friction for you to do your little whatchamacalls and your, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Me personally, I don't really see the point of getting a Magic Keyboard if you have the 11-inch, but who am I to tell you how to spend your money, do you know what I mean? All I can do is advise. Let me just tell you from now, if you have the M4, do you need to upgrade to the M5? Absolutely not. Let's just make that clear as day. Next, now I'm just gonna give you the cheeky differences between the M4 and the M5. The M4 chip is already fast, but the M5 chip is faster. The M5 chip has up to 3.5 times faster AI performance. It has faster GPU with improved ray tracing. It's better for video editing or 3D editing, 3D and AI heavy apps. The base model for the M4 is 8 gigabytes of RAM. The base model for the M5s is 12 gigabytes of RAM. The M5 has higher memory bandwidth and faster storage. They both have the Ultra Retina XDR display or the tandem OLED display. But as you can see here, we have the nano textured screen. This is just like a matte screen. It's better for drawing. It's better if you're constantly outside. It's better for glare, all of that jazz. It's more expensive. And you can only get this with the 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte versions. You can't get this on the 512 or the 256, none of that, baby. You have the same brightness and the same size models here, so your 11 and 13-inch. However, the M5 supports 120 Hertz external displays. Your M4 has normal charging speeds. However, your M5 supports fast charging. They say you can get up to 50% in 35 minutes with a 60-watt brick. Now, obviously, you would have to buy that 60-watt brick separately because, as you saw from the unboxing, it doesn't come in the box. So shall we see together how much that costs? 60 watt adapter. This one says 40 watts dynamic power adapter with 60 watts max. Extra £40. You're spending £3 million on the iPad anyway. What's an extra £40? You know what I mean? The M5 has the Apple N1 chip in there, so it's better for your wireless connectivity, blah blah blah. That's in your iPhone 17 this year, which is nice. I'm sure you've watched this video by now. I'm sure you have, babe, because if you haven't, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? As well as your N1 chip, you have your C1X chip. Again, also in your 17, but that is for your improved cellular modem. I've never been that guy, do you know what I mean, to have a cellular iPad, because I'd either use my hotspot for my phone or just connect it to the Wi-Fi when I'm out and about, do you know what I mean? I'd love to sit down with the people that have a cellular iPad, because why? You know what I mean? But you know, it has the chip in there to support that kind of stuff. So, but all in all, your M5 iPad Pro is better for your AI stuff. It's better for your image, video upscaling, your machine learning workflows. The M5 is more expensive. I'll put the prices on the screen. So if it's about saving costs, I don't think this is for you, babe. I think you can get the M4 chip and be absolutely fine. Me personally, I'm still rocking my M1 chip on my MacBook Pro, just saying. Did I need the M4? No. Do I just use my M4 iPad to FaceTime and what shows on there? Yes. Am I using it for what it needs to be used for? No. But you know what I mean? There are people out there that use this stuff for that stuff. So you choose the M4 if you don't really care about the AI features. You want the best value. You mainly use it for creative stuff or productivity stuff. You get the M5 if you're rich and you want the fastest and latest iPad ever. You do 3D work. You video edit on here. You want more future-proof performance. Babe, have at it. Do you know what I mean? You can still get this pretty glass on your M4 with your 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte versions. That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on my social media at ShaieJenny. You're missing out, babe. We have a whale of a time over there. Okay, anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe. Subscribe, like. Bye.
Did you just start?
You're gonna be my bloopers.
So nice.
Isn't it? Look at the matte screen. It's obviously already got fingerprints on it, and they give you the expensive Apple cloth on there in the box.
Is this the new screen?
Yeah, this was on last year though. They had this last year.
I never looked.
This is just the M5.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And it looks good.
It does, yeah. The anti-glare thing is actually pretty cool.
Oh man, to get an iPad now, finally.
Period.
20 years later,
Isn't
how long
it?
have you been making iPads for?
Ages. But this is gonna be like super fast. This is good for like AI and 3D, all of that stuff. What would you use your iPad for though?
I would use it for additional screen when I'm remote editing, like if I'm editing on the go
Okay.
and I'm doing videos, I'd have that as an additional screen for
Yeah.
like, viewing.
Supports up to 120 hertz display, external displays.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And I'd use it for like monitoring for photo shoots as well, because you can do the same thing, like you can see your photos after you take them. And probably for doing documents on set. But that's it. I'm watching
I'm watching shows, obviously. What do you think I use that for?
Exactly.
Exactly.